And tonight we have crews covering the investigation and also getting reaction from the people who live in this area where all of this happened.
That's right. Fox 4's Brianna Brownlee starts our team coverage with this new information from the Cape Coral Police Chief. And Bree, walk us through what he told you happened at that news conference today.
Chris and Nadine, yes, we are here live on the scene, and as you can see, it's a little bit more calmer than what it was earlier today. However, it's still pretty active. Now, today, I was able to attend the press conference of the Cape Coral Police, and that's where Police Chief Anthony Sizemore confirmed that this was an officer-involved shooting.
They're a day shift, and they're getting close to the end of their shift, and quite naturally, you start thinking about the end of the day, wrapping up what you need to wrap up, and then go on to be a normal citizen.
Cape Coral Police Chief Anthony Sizemore detailing how the end of his officer's shift took a turn Tuesday afternoon. Around 4:15, Cape Coral police officers were called to the 800 block of Southwest 47th Terrace. The original call was for a 47-year-old man being stabbed in the chest. The chief says while those officers were helping the man, a 45-year-old woman confronted them with a handgun.
Officers gave verbal instructions to put down the gun multiple times, and the suspect raised the gun in a threatening manner.
He says officers then shot the woman, quote, to stop the threat. She was transported to the hospital. Chief Sizemore says he personally saw the body cam footage, and it showed textbook training being applied, and he is proud of his officers.
There's a phrase that's often said, and it's an erroneous phrase, that people rise to the occasion in stressful times, and that's actually not true. People fall back to the level of training, and I can tell you without a doubt that it's a very short fall here at the Cape Coral Police Department.
We did request that body cam footage, however, it's still in evidence. As for the victim of the stabbing, the last police told us is that he was still in surgery. As for the suspect, she is in the hospital, and as for all three officers, none of them were injured. Live in Cape Coral, Brianna Brownlee, Fox 4.
Thank you, Bree. And as for those three officers, Chief Sizemore says they are all on administrative leave, but this is standard procedure anytime an officer uses their weapon. The department is also working with the state attorney's office to investigate this case.
From the investigation to the impact for real people, neighbors stopped in their tracks this afternoon when all this broke out. Fox 4's Keenan Scott keeps up our live team coverage tonight. And Keenan, you've been out there talking with people who actually heard all the gunfire.
Chris, Nadine, that's right. The woman I talked to shortly after we arrived here this afternoon has lived down the street in a condo from where this all happened since 2015. And she tells me that today she was enjoying a quiet day down by the pool with her neighbors when they were suddenly interrupted by several loud gunshots.
I said those were gunshots, and I counted 6 to 8 gunshots. They were pretty quick. Went off rapid fire, and that's very unusual in this neighborhood.
And tonight, I also got a chance to talk with another community member who lives right next door to where this all happened. She says she was outside moments before the gunfire started.
I walked right, next door here to go into my house. I closed the door and I immediately heard the gunshots. And I was afraid to look outside, but I called 911 and they said it had already been reported. So that was fast.
Again, police tell us that victim is at Gulf Coast Medical Center at this time, and we do not know his condition. And we're going to have more coverage on this developing story as it becomes available. You can check both on the air and on our website, fox4now.com. Live in Cape Coral, Keenan Scott, Fox 4.